Hello, and welcome to Famicast 207, your Famicast for the early part of October 2021. I'm your host, Danny Bivens, and today I'm joined, as always, by James Charlton.
Hey, it's the Family Crew, ready to terrorize your neighborhood.
That's what we're all about. And
right.
To help us in this goal, also Ty Sugar.
Every episode is a bigger and bigger cry for help.
Talk about Famicast, am I right?
Yeah, well, Ty, I'd say your room looks a little bit more organized than usual.
Yeah, I've been working on it.
Okay.
Bit by bit. I still need to get rid of a bunch of boxes. I got rid of some others.
Okay.
I got a new shelf. I don't know if you can see it there.
Oh, yes.
In front of the other shelf. Brilliant.
Yeah. And I have another shelf on the way. Guess how I got them?
I think we all know.
Right. So hopefully by next episode it'll be nice.
Okay. Cool.
Or not. We'll see.
So
we'll see.
I don't know if you guys knew, but Halloween started on September the 28th.
Actually, it started on August 15th. But thanks for playing. No,
really, holy shit.
Well, okay. A couple of years ago, I was back in the States in August, and I was just shocked to see what the hell? It's this place called Menards. It's like you can buy wood. What do you call
Menards?
Those? Home in Japan, they'd call them a home center.
DIY center.
Whatever, like that type of place. And they had like Halloween stuff, and it was like August 15th. Like, what the hell? And yeah, Costco here in Japan does kind of the same thing. They'll have their Halloween stuff out in August. Yeah, and they're probably got the Christmas stuff out now. So yeah.
That's crazy, man. We don't sound like old people. It's like it gets earlier every year. It kind of does, though.
Yeah. Hey, man, I like the decorations and stuff. I like all that stuff. So I don't care. But anyways,
because every year Japan gets more and more into it, right? So it's like it kind of does get a little bit earlier because more people like it.
Yeah.
So it's like, let's start it earlier.
Yeah.
Just like Christmas.
Well, if you're tuning in for the first time, this isn't a whole show about complaining about decorations being out early. We're Famicast talking about video games, Nintendo here in Japan, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. You got a lot of stuff that came out here recently that we've been playing. We're going to talk about that in new business. Some pretty cool things to talk about in the news. Ty's got some more anime trash to unbox and show you all. Looks like we got James Allen in the chat. Welcome aboard, man. Thanks for stopping by.
What's crazy, Danny, is that there have been 2 directs between episodes. How fucking mental is that? 2.
I know, man. It's crazy because, I mean, if you listen to the last episode, basically right as we're closing out, James says, "Oh, Danny, like there's a Nintendo Direct happening tomorrow." Like the next day, I was like, "Oh no, you gotta be it's real."
Well, to be fair to you, Danny, like 9 out of 10 times I am trolling you. But at that time I wasn't.
Yeah. So I saw the look in your eye, the tear running down your cheek, and I was like, "Oh man, he's serious." But there it is. Well, maybe enough blabbering. Let's go ahead and kick off the show with some new business.
Jibba jabba.
And James, would you mind kicking things off?
Yeah, mine's just going to be brief, so it's probably good to just start with me because it'd be next in a few minutes. But yeah, basically just keep trogging on with Axiom Verge 2. Loving it. I think the part that is similar to the first one, but kind of expanded on is like, the little drone dude. Anyone who's played the first one knows what I'm talking about. You can kind of throw him around, put him somewhere, and you can kind of explore. But in this one, they've got kind of little extra sub-worlds that the little drone guy can go into. And it actually changes the graphical style into like I don't know, maybe 8-bit or something. It's like, super pixelated on purpose. And it looks really nice. It looks really cute. When you go through that, it's like a sub world, but it's like its own world. So, when you get to the end of it, then that opens up something that, the main character can, travel to. So it's kind of cool how those kind of 2 things work together. I thought that was a nice touch. Still haven't got a gun.
Okay.
I think I'm on like 25% completion in terms of the items.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean I'm like 25% complete because you can complete the game with like 60% items or something like that, right? This is the game which has got hundreds and hundreds of items hidden around the world. So it's a lot of fun exploration and stuff, and like finding hidden walls and stuff like that. I like that kind of stuff. But yeah, nothing else major to report. I mean, Danny, are you looking to pick it up still, or is it on the back burner for now, or on the
back
list?
burner? It is something that I do want to pick up. I really loved the first one; it was so good, and I like what you were saying the last time. It sounds pretty cool. It's just a matter of trying to find time.
Put on the wish list. Wait for wait for the sale. Ty, have you played the first one?
A little bit.
Okay, cool. What do you think?
Yeah, it was okay, I guess. I mean,
Ty's not really the Metroid guy, I guess.
I mean, I haven't played it far enough to like give you any opinion on it, really.
Are you like Super Metroid, or just get the fuck out of here? Is that it?
Kind of,
the only Metroid game you like?
Yeah, the first 3 and the rest never happened.
Right. Yeah. And the first one is like, that's a little bit hard to go back to these days. But yeah, Super Metroid is like undisputed champion of the world.
Right.
But yeah, Fusion's good, right? Ty, you don't mind Fusion on GBA, right?
That's a good one. Which one is that? Yeah, I haven't played it much. I would probably like it. I did not like Zero Mission at all. I hated Zero Mission.
Yeah. Not Zero Mission. Yeah.
Why?
Zero Mission's where you get the Zero suit Samus, without the suit, and
it was
like stealthy bits.
It was a short, baby, easy remake of Metroid 1, basically.
That was perfect for me.
Yeah, a dumb baby. Yeah,
I tried.
Yeah, so it's easy to see why I didn't like it.
Sure.
like as we're talking right now, like I'm filling out a developer survey about some other game, and I'm complaining about how it was too easy. It's like, what difficulty did you play on? Lethal. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty sweaty right now, as the kids call it these days. Pretty try hard. Yeah.
Zero Mission had some good ideas. I like the kind of bits where there's like a quote unquote, scary enemy that hunts you down or whatever. And they had some moments where you're kind of like crawling in the, in the air vent as the other enemies like below you, kind of thing. Some really cool moments, but like, yeah, the stealth bits didn't really work. I think it just didn't have the AI for it to do it well. But anyway, Axiom Verge is nothing like that.
I don't have.
Oh God, Siri.
Alexa.
Siri like fucking trolling me. She's like, no, you can't play Metroid, dumbass.
Alexa, what's my location?
Right.
No, you don't have your speakers on. You're using headphones.
Right.
Yep.
Good
I
call.
also don't have Alexa, so.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say Super Metroid is my favorite Metroid game, followed by, I was talking 2D Metroids, right? And then, what was it called? Not Zero Mission. I just said the name. Fusion. Yes, Fusion's up there. My top 2, I think. I haven't played much of the Game Boy one. Hopefully, if a potential Game Boy does come to the NSO, I might play it on that. But then we got the remake on the 3DS. But I didn't really like the look of that, which is why, if you look, I think we did a react to the the Metroid Dread. Maybe it was me and Danny. I can't remember. Like we were reacting to that Metroid Dread reveal, and it was exciting. But like the moment I saw it, I just like, this smells like white folk. Like Japanese people were not involved with this, and I was right. We learned after the fact it is done by the same studio as the 3DS game.
I mean,
I didn't like the look of the 3DS game. I never liked the look of it.
I'd say even if you just look at the graphical style of Dread and compare it to Samus Returns, you can just clearly see it's like, okay, there are definitely some similarities here, because they're probably using some kind of like a modified engine or whatever, or up-resed engine or something like that. Yeah, which I think it's fine.
But I am more optimistic towards Dread because like it does look like they've got some new ideas, and they've toned down the parry system in the 3DS one, which is like they went overboard apparently on the 3DS. Like every other enemy, you have to parry it to shoot it. You can't just shoot the enemy; you have to like parry first, and it just kind of slowed the whole game down. So from initial reports, it sounds like they've toned that down in Dread, and it looks, they've got the exploration down, and the shooting looks fun. Kind of like 360-degree shooting. I thought that idea was cool in the 3DS version, but on a console which doesn't really have a proper control stick. So now the Switch does. So yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, we're recording this like 2 days before Dread coming out, and I am planning on getting it because it does look hype. And yeah, first game in 19 years. Jesus Christ. I mean, Ty, how long did you have to wait for Killer Instinct 3?
17 years. 17.
So it beats you, man. 19 years. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I'm also a big fan of Prime. I don't know. I probably mentioned that before, but Metroid Prime 1, I think, is like near enough like the perfect game.
This is where Ty comes in and says, yikes.
Wrong.
Yeah. Bad opinion zone. Act 1.
Yes, you have bad opinions, Ty. Correct. Get out.
Hoisted by my own card.
Yeah. But yeah, if you're talking about the second one, yeah, I would agree with you. And the third one, yeah, it's all right. It's like, yeah. But anyway, Axiom Verge 2. It's all right. I'm going to finish it. I don't know if hopefully I can finish it before Dread comes out. Got like 2 days here.
Oh, man. Trust me, I know that feeling.
Yeah. So I cheated with my new business by talking about Metroid, but sue me.
Yeah, you're good.
Next.
You're good. All right. Ty. There's one game that we can kind of talk about together, but before that one, how about you go ahead and go next, man?
Okay. So first, I'll talk about Actraiser Renaissance.
Cool. And actually, I have some video footage for this too that I'll throw up here in just a second.
Let's go. Yeah. So this is a remake of the original Actraiser game on Super Nintendo, which I believe kind of came out in the launch window of the console there. Very famous for its soundtrack by Yuzo Koshiro, and he's back with the new rearranged soundtrack. Yeah. Oh, this is the Super Nintendo one.
Holy shit!
Look at it.
Are we?
Yeah, that's Super Nintendo, straight up.
I thought maybe the intro to the new game kind of like riffed on the old one or something.
It does. They use it'll use like the same kind of transition effects and stuff.
Oh, cool. I don't know why Danny's showing that. I think he's having some technical issues anyway.
Yeah.
But,
I think he showed us a Super Nintendo screenshot and then immediately crashed out.
He died. Yep. Welcome back, Danny.
Yeah.
Let's try that again.
All right.
So you're playing this on Steam, Switch?
I got the Switch version. I was kind of on the fence about getting it. Oh yeah, there we go.
Ah,
yeah. So this must be some kind of trailer because I don't remember seeing any of the Super Nintendo graphics in the game.
Yeah, it's a trailer from the Direct.
Okay, so the original Super Nintendo game, you're basically God, and you have to reclaim this world from the forces of evil, so you can your people can thrive. So you play an action stage, and that opens up an area. And then you can build a town in the area, and that's the gameplay loop. You play an action stage, you build your town, then you do another action stage for the final boss, and then you go to the next world. And there's some little quests and things that come up that might have you like go back and forth between a couple areas, but it's still mostly pretty linear in that sense. Oh man, that's the spoiler right there in the trailer. That's cool. So this remake, it added a third thing, which I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think it's really clear to a lot of people. So,
it's racing. It's got driving sections in there.
Yes, it's got kart racing.
Nice. Great.
No. What you do is while you're playing the town building, you will have to do like a tower defense / MOBA mode from time to time.
Okay.
That kind of spiritual sequel thing that you played and didn't really like was all about that, wasn't it? What was it called? I forgot what it was called now. It was like trying to be Actraiser.
Oh yeah, the not Actraiser game.
Soul Solstice or something like that.
Yeah. Like it didn't even have like the regular building hardly. It was not good, but like I do like what they've done with this. Since they're kind of like contained as like a mission that you start for the most part. There'll be parts like after you clear everything, you'll get like random attacks, but they're not too bad. In fact, they're pretty inconsequential. So, when the MOBA battle starts,
oh my God, don't say it like that.
I want to say it like that, or tower defense.
Yeah. MOBA.
Let's see, like all these things are kind of interwoven together. I'm trying to think of how to make this clear. So when you're in build mode, a new thing they added is towers and gates, basically. So you have towers that shoot at enemies, and you have gates that they'll have to like stop at and try to break down. And they have also added a hero character to each area. And they're actually really fun and cool, I think. So they'll have different abilities, and you move them around the map like an RTS character.
Okay.
Yeah, and yes, all the enemies and your heroes will stay on the paths that you build when you're in the town building. So you can strategically not build something when you're in build mode to possibly force enemies to take a bullshit long way around, which is pretty cool. You won't actually know where they spawn from until you at least play the missions once. Then you know where the enemies are going to spawn from. But you can generally kind of guess.
Okay.
So
you like this game, Ty?
I do like it. I'm just like struggling to explain like all the shit you have to do in this game now. Because like the original Actraiser, you could zip through it in like a few hours if like you're an experienced player. You can speedrun that game pretty fast. In this game, they slowed the whole pacing down tremendously. Like I finished it, and I finished like the post-credit secret content in about 20 hours, I think.
On this game?
Yeah, maybe a few more. Maybe 25.
Holy shit. I've been going ham on this.
Yeah, but you can beat Actraiser in like a few hours. The Super Nintendo one. So a lot of that time is actually doing the tower defense stuff and also just fucking waiting for things to complete. That's like one thing I actually don't like about this game is there'll be a lot of times where you're just waiting for your resources to build up. Like you're waiting for your people to build a fucking town, or you're waiting for the resources you need to build the towers.
And the original wasn't as much like that?
No, it was fast as fuck. In fact, you could like turn the speed up, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, like I said, you can like knock out Actraiser in a few hours if you're in speedrun mode. Yeah, I should try to speedrun that. Wonder how fast I can do it.
So maybe that fake sequel that they did, whatever it was, last year, a couple of years ago, inspired them to do this.
Maybe
that was a good thing.
Right? Yeah. Well, I looked a little bit at the history, and like they tried to make like another one on the Saturn years ago, but like I guess they canceled it. And it's like a thing like the producer and Yuzo Koshiro wanted to do it for a long time, but they couldn't for whatever reason. Now they did.
Just remake the first one again. Brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good idea. I like having played this. I think it was a good idea.
And the second one removed all the pointy clicky bits, right?
Right.
Just action, and it wasn't that good.
Right. That seems to be the consensus. Like I keep forgetting that it exists.
Maybe if they remade the second one and added the pointy clicky bits and made it better, they could do that.
Yeah, they could do that. They seem to imply at wanting to do a sequel in the post content or post ending content in this game. So did you get a chance to play Actraiser? I was kind of badgering you to do it earlier.
Oh yeah, you've definitely inspired me to check out the original. It was definitely on the list, but then
right.
The direct happened.
Yeah. Danny, did you ever play Actraiser?
I'm trying to remember. I remember. Okay, Ty, you might remember this TV show. Do you remember Nick Arcade back in the day?
Vaguely.
Okay, it was a.
What?
Okay, this is kind of weird. It was this show on Nickelodeon where kids would basically play game, like kind of compete against each other playing games, like kind of hot games at the time. It was in the '90s. Actraiser was always one of the games that they always went to, like the action parts, I guess.
Okay, I was going to say
They only got
slow
like
paced.
they only got like 60 seconds or something like that, and they have to get as many points as they can. And they try a bunch of different things. Sonic was on there, never Nintendo like Nintendo published stuff, but. And then, okay, I don't know why I guess that doesn't even really matter. But I'm trying to think if they released it on the Virtual Console on the Wii, I probably bought it and I probably have it, but I don't really remember much about it though.
Okay. I wanted to talk about the action sequences next, and the nuts and bolts of how they work. So in the original game, like it was really simple. Just think of something very Castlevania-esque, where you run and you slash with your sword and you jump.
Yeah,
and like you get like a limited magic spell. That's like all there is to it, really. So they added some stuff, like the basic way you'll basically start playing like that, and then you'll notice you have more moves. You have a backstab. You have like a backdash, kind of like a lot of Castlevania games do. You have an up B attack where he does kind of like an uppercut with his sword. It's very like Marth up B, if you know what I mean.
Hiya.
Yeah, and then you have a down B, which is very, I don't know. It's kind of like just a straight slam down with a sword. Now, what I noticed,
young Link.
Yeah, not like a down stab. I'm trying to think who has it. Oh, it's more like if you do up B and then down B, it's like Roy's up B, where he like he throws his sword up in the air and then he slams down with it. So you have that,
whatever it is.
So I noticed while I was playing this is the up B you have in Actraiser is mostly invincible.
Okay.
Like you can just uppercut everything in the game and you can use it to basically dodge through stuff. So it's kind of OP, and it also has pretty much the same height and control as a regular jump. So you should like literally never regular jump in this game. You should be always up being around, and like I avoided so many random hits, or like there's places with like spikes on the ceiling where you can't really jump, but you can just up B into them and be fine.
Wow.
So they didn't playtest this game, I guess.
I don't think they expected people to have fighting game brains. But
wow.
I have a fighting game brain, and so when you do that, you can also cancel it into the down B, which like flashes straight down. It's also invincible and it does huge damage. So what you fucking do in this game is you do your like slash slash slash. He has a 3/ string now. Then you up B, and then you can hit B again in the air. You get an extra slash, and then you hit down B, and you just shred bosses with
it. Nice, cool. Are you using your fight stick here, Ty?
Yes, I literally used my fight stick for the entirety of the game.
Nice. It sounded like a fight stick kind of move.
Yeah, but it's just up B. Like this game came out on fucking mobile as well.
Oh,
you might remember the last time I played Actraiser, I tried it with touchscreen controls on phone. Just Super Nintendo emulation. It was not good, but I still beat it.
Wow.
Jeez,
beat it.
Yeah, I fucking love Actraiser.
Nice.
Cool. So my thought was when I played through the first action stage, like the boss seemed a little harder. This seems a little harder. And like once I got to grips with the new stuff, like everything became easy. But there is a hard mode I haven't tried yet. So that might be interesting.
That's a nice pro tips there, Ty. Cheers.
Yeah. So just up B through the game.
Up B to win.
There it is.
And
sounds like a Kirby game. Hey.
Yeah. So an interesting thing is they kept pretty much all the little story elements that pop up throughout all the different areas of Actraiser. Like they're still there, and they still have the like original names and stuff that the original English translation had, which was full of typos, by the way.
Cool.
So have fun with that if you play the Super Nintendo.
Okay.
But they also, like I said, they added a hero character, and every hero character has their own story, which is really cool. I like them a lot.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, they added like a ton of like dialogue and stuff. Like there's like whole parts that are like basically a visual novel now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the fourth mode, visual novel.
Oh boy.
Okay, so action simulation MOBA tower defense visual novel.
God.
For a second, I thought you said stimulation. I was like, sure.
Stimulation, yeah. Dude, the new characters they added, they're pretty hot. Like
in what sense?
You got 2 strikes there, Ty. 2 keywords that you mentioned. Is like, you want more and you're out, man. So be careful.
All right. Like, oh no, she's
MOBA
hot.
and virtual visual novel. Holy shit.
Okay.
But yeah, I still enjoyed the game.
Cool.
Yeah, and I really do like the new characters they added, since they don't really interfere with the existing story. It just seems like more and more stuff they just added into the game without really changing any of the basic underlying. If that
So
makes sense.
it sounds like a tough call to choose between this and the original. It sounds like you still love the original, but this
I do.
has decent enough improvements. But
well, the thing is, you play through the original, and the time it takes you to go through like one area in the remake.
Wow.
So maybe try the original as like as a precursor to playing this one. So yeah, I know everything I've described sounds so weird, but I like it.
I'll dig out my illegally bought cartridge and play it this week, hopefully.
Wouldn't have any other way.
Yeah. Like you can beat it in like one day. Maybe like 2 days if you're bad at video.
3 days it is.
Let's go.
Welcome to the club.
All right. Now, Danny, are you ready to talk about Castlevania Advance Collection?
Yes. So yeah, just to kick it off here, yeah, Ty and I are going to be talking a little bit about Castlevania Advance Collection. Ty, did you pick it up on the Xbox? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And
but it doesn't matter. Every platform I played on, I'd be playing it with my fight stick.
Yeah. So I think, this is one of those games where I don't think it matters what platform you're playing it on. Like in terms of performance and stuff like that on the Switch, it's absolutely fine. It runs great.
It's a Game Boy Advance emulator.
Yeah. So it's like,
I was going to say,
there's really, there shouldn't be anything wrong with it. I have some footage I'm going to throw up. This is some footage that I actually put up on the channel. So maybe I'll kind of scrub through a little bit of it.
Have they spruced these games up, Danny? Have they got some extras, any extra modes or different ways to play it?
So hold on just a second. I'm going to kind of fast forward.
I can chime in on that.
Yeah. So, I mean, there are some like, excuse me, if you press like a ZL, like the left trigger or whatever, there are a lot of different options that you have. I mean, you could, save states and stuff, load states. There's a lot of like information that you can actually get when you're like actually within the games themselves. They have something called like an encyclopedia that'll tell you about like the enemy types, weapons. And in Circle of the Moon, they even explain, because there's the card system that's in the game, which is really confusing.
I noticed that right away. There was a thing that was on by default, a widget, I think they called it.
Yeah.
That shows you information about what enemies drop when you kill them. Like the kind of stuff you would use to tab out to game facts for.
Right.
Nice.
So like that type of stuff is really cool that you can do that. And then like even just outside, just from the main menu, there are like extras and stuff that you can get, like artwork, box arts for all the main regions, Europe, North America, and Japan.
Right. These are the same guys that did the other Konami collections that have come out over the last year or so. There's
M2 did that one too?
Yeah, there's they all have like the same UI and stuff.
Okay.
And extras kind of. Like there's the Contra collection, there's the other Castlevania collection, there was an arcade collection. Yeah, and I got all those.
Yeah, and I mean, dude, M2, they are fantastic at emulation and stuff like that. I forgot what did they do?
I'm gonna chime in with some actually here in a minute.
Okay. Well, I think that they're pretty good at when it comes to like emulation and stuff like that. Yeah, they did a lot of stuff. I think GBA stuff on Wii U. Oh man, there were some like really easy ones, and you guys out there listening for thinking it's this. Yeah, sorry, it's just not coming to mind right now. But I don't know. I think with this, coming from such a small screen, and then kind of obviously you're playing on your TV, it's blown up pretty big.
It's really cute. I like it.
Yeah, and right now if you're watching the video version, this is footage of Circle the Moon and stuff like that. Kind of like the intro of the game. I get to a little bit of like fighting a boss or something like that. But I think it looks pretty sharp. Back in the day, if you were playing on your Game Boy Advance, things probably would have been a bit dark, depending on like how you're playing and stuff like that. So I thought this game looks pretty good.
Yeah.
But like
you wouldn't be able to see shit.
Yeah, this is an early GBA game. You were not playing with an SP at this point in time.
Exactly. Yeah. And like you will notice that when you go to the other two GBA games, how they do some kind of clever things with the character models or like around the sprites. They put like outlines around them so that you could kind of see where they are and like where the weapon is and stuff like that, which I thought was kind of a nice touch. And I can imagine that maybe back in the day it would have made it so it's just easier to see and stuff like that. I bought Circle of the Moon at launch. Game Boy Advance launch is one of the games that I picked up, and I never beat it back in the day. I think I got stuck somewhere. Well, obviously, if I never beat it, I got stuck somewhere. But yeah, I mean, I liked it. I just, something else came out and I was playing that. That was all she wrote. So
yeah, I went to check to see if I wrote a review for this on Nintendo World Report. Mm-hmm. I didn't, but I do remember playing it pretty soon after it came out and having some thoughts and criticisms about it. Mm-hmm. But I don't really want to get into those just yet.
Okay.
Well, I do want to see if they preserve the bug where you can just like game the whole card system.
Yeah, I wouldn't know, but
but I want to talk about the emulation actually.
Okay.
So on the plus side, there's some emulation features I like. Did you notice it had 3 different versions of the ROM?
Yes.
For CODM? You could play the UK version, the Japan version, or the US version. So that's neat. And I imagine some of them have some bug fixes.
Yeah.
What else? Okay. There's a thing I didn't like. This has rewind for cowards.
Oh, but I mean, that's something that you could, you don't have to use it.
You don't have to use it. So sorry, I walked uphill in the snow both ways.
There it is.
Yeah, and also like the save anywhere thing. That's kind of good, I guess, if you're like playing on Switch like portably.
Sure.
But I mean, there's already lots of save points everywhere in the game.
Yeah, I think when I first started off on this kind of my current run on Circle of the Moon, I was using that save anywhere feature pretty liberally. But then like you said, you will find that the save areas are pretty generous.
Yeah, because I mean. Yeah, this was a portable game to start with.
Yep.
Yeah, so you'll have plenty of save points in this game.
Harmony of Dissonance. HD yes. Now on the HD on the Game Boy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, now here's a criticism that's both small and huge. The button config cannot be forgiven.
Okay.
So. It has the bad kind of button config, which is usually is a thing I would complain about in fighting games because that would be something you frequently use. And well, Christ, it just hurts my brain so much that people design a thing this way. I mean, not just me as an angry fighting game player, but I think this is also an accessibility thing. When you go to button config, what it should do is show you the function, and then you hit the button you want for it. This does it completely brain wrong. You pick the button, and then you like cycle through a bunch of fucking options for each button.
Right. Oh, you cycle through them. It's not a list. You actually have to cycle through.
I think it was a cycle through or something. Okay. I don't know. I was like blinded by anger through most of it.
Yeah.
Because I'm running a fight stick, and God knows if these labels match up to anything. So I think maybe you're confined to a wheelchair and only one of your limbs works and you're using the Microsoft Special Controller, you should be able to just hit the button you want for each thing.
Sure.
But Ty, does it save your profile for like each game individually, or is it for all?
I've only
games?
played Circle of the Moon so far, but like the buttons are kind of different each game.
But it saves it, right? Like it's not like you have to do it every single time, is it?
Yeah.
So no, like, well,
but
I know
it's the principle of the thing. It shouldn't be like that.
And I know for a lot, it just saves in general and stuff like that, man. Like even if you're switching between regional versions and stuff like that, all that stuff is locked to that particular version. So that might be the same with settings and stuff too.
Oh, yikes. Yeah.
Unless there could be a universal thing on the main menu. I personally, man, like I don't really get bothered by this stuff. I just usually go with
I don't think it's a universal thing because like the labels for the buttons or the actions, I should say, they were specific to Circle of the Moon.
Okay.
So I'm guessing that I'm gonna have to do it for like each fucking game.
Probably.
Well, how many games are there on this collection?
4.
Okay, so you have to do it at least 4 times. Configure your buttons 4 times. I guess that is annoying.
Yeah. I mean, it would be fine if it was the fast kind where you're just like pop, 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 done.
Yeah.
But it's not.
What do Konami know about fighting games?
Yeah. Well, I mean, this isn't even on Konami. This is whoever did the collection.
Yeah. Ty, something
they
that
probably just got the ROMs off the internet.
Probably.
Right.
Ty, something that I said the other day when we were recording the games that made us, and I kind of want to take it back a little bit. But so I was talking to you, and I said I like what I'm playing with Circle of the Moon so far, but I don't like the boss fights.
Okay.
And like thinking about it more, it's like I think I really like the exploration aspect of the game. Because I mean, I think there's a lot of really cool environments, a lot of cool places to go, a lot of kind of fun, like mini enemies to fight. But like sometimes, especially early on, you feel like so weak. And then like, I don't know, the bosses can be kind of tough sometimes, especially if you just don't really know what you're doing or haven't played very many Castlevania games like me. But, the more I played, like, I don't know, like, I think the bosses bring something definitely quite different to the table because they're all unique. Whereas like the small enemies, they might have some similarities with some like other guys or something like that,
Well, I think it's like a lot of classic video game bosses where they have a pattern and you have to actually think it through a little bit, and understand what their pattern is, and also like if you haven't explored all the places yet, maybe you're also under geared. So basically get good, pussy.
Yeah. I think I've been
underpowered, like RPG style.
I think I've been getting a little bit better.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I just jumped right into Circle of the Moon, and I kind of accidentally beelined at the first boss, and I barely died. And then, like, it's like, okay, I see the pattern, and also I didn't go this way, so I went the other way. I picked up some armor, then I beat the boss easily.
Sure.
Oh, right. So it does have kind of RPG elements, I guess, then.
Yeah.
If you're underpowered.
Leveling, you have equipment and stuff like that you can
get. This is equipment mostly, but I can't remember if Circle of the Moon has regular level ups or not.
Yes.
I think it does. Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. Usually it's not something you have to think about. Mostly about the gear. That's where the big changes come from.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, I played every game in this collection. Not like to completion, obviously.
You just kind of dabbled in each of them.
Yeah, just to get some footage. So just maybe if you guys out there haven't already watched some of like the already billions of other footage or reviews that are fucking already out there, then you can kind of just see some straight up gameplay. And I played, like I said, I played Circle of the Moon, but I did not play the other two, and I've never played Dracula X until now as well. So
that's like a rare game.
Yeah, and dude, I'm just gonna say flat out, I really didn't like Dracula X. I did not think it was fun.
Was it too hard for you?
It's just too slow.
Ooh.
Symphony of the Night is still never been on a Nintendo console.
Yep.
The game that started the Metroidvania word still hasn't been on a fucking Metroid console.
Yeah.
Mental.
Wild. Really? Still not on Switch?
They even released like a collection with it on, but then that came to everything except Switch. It's like they're on purposely avoiding the Switch at this point. It's just weird.
Yep. Yeah. Talk about owned.
Like Metal Gear Solid 2. It's like avoids Nintendo consoles for some reason.
Yeah.
Konami, eh?
Right.
Yeah. Does the Switch version have any sort of like internal achievement system or anything?
I don't think so.
Okay, because I got a pretty satisfying list of Xbox achievements to go through on this. So I'm glad I grabbed the Xbox.
Okay.
Do they have any kind of Game Boy Advance kind of meme names?
I don't know. Let's look. At a glance, I saw it's like, beat this boss, beat that boss. Normal stuff. Not like some game collections have really lazy achievements like play all the games, change the volume setting.
That's
I think that was
lame.
I think that was actually what game fucking had that? It was like
Turn up the volume.
Double Dragon.
That's lame.
Yeah. But the Castlevania ones seem good.
Okay. Yeah, that would be cool if they had something like that. It's like, just we're 4.5 years in on the Switch. It's like I just kind of come to terms. It's not going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of developers, what they do is, Steam and Xbox and PlayStation have their own systems. So they just kind of make like an internal game one that like triggers all those.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the game could have its own like tracking on Switch, which would be nice. I mean, maybe it is there because I didn't like look around through the menus too much.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. Nintendo likes to track how much time you play, but that's about it.
Yeah. And then even then, they know exactly, probably to the minute, how much time you play, but they only show you in increments of 5 hours, which is insane.
Right. They even know how much time you play docked and undocked. They don't tell us that, but they know that.
Why? I mean, that's the type of stuff that OCD me wants to like just to know. You know what I mean? It's like
I would like to know what information companies are collecting on me. Yes.
Well, I'm just saying, just for my own personal, not even use, just to know. But
yeah, delete your Facebook account, everyone. Danny, have you got an update on your Switch OLED kind of hunt?
Thank you. So, yeah,
did you get one?
I'll make this kind of brief because it is pretty pathetic, sad story. So, man, I had Friday the 24th of September off of work, and I was like, perfect. I'm going to use this to, get a Switch OLED, reservation, and because the way it's been going here in Japan, and this is quite different for Nintendo stuff, because it used to be pre-pandemic where we can go at least to like a local shop or whatever, and throw down a pre-order or something and be fine. But Amazon was always kind of crazy because everybody doesn't want to like leave their house and they just want to go do it on Amazon. But even with that, when the Switch came out, as I was waiting in line at like an electronics store, I got the pre-order on Amazon for that, and then I got the pre-order at the store, and then it was fine. But with Switch OLED, it's been completely different. I was on Amazon whenever they kind of unleashed them, and I had the Switch OLED in my basket probably like literally like 40 times, and about half of those times it would kind of like go through, and I would try to check out, and then it would just disappear from my from my cart. And it was just like doing that for like 45 minutes. That was fun. And then to the point where I click on it again, and it's like the only available ones are like 50,000 yen, like $500. I'm like, oh God, like what the hell. But
yeah, that was a friend of the show, John Ricciardi. That was him getting it. He got one.
I mean, it could have
in Japan.
Yeah, it could have happened to anybody. You could get it, you could just not get it. It just, the systems were just totally swamped.
But from all the people I asked on Twitter, the Japan people on Twitter, nobody got the My Nintendo lottery one. I mean, I tried on behalf of Danny. I didn't get it, and Danny, you didn't get that, right?
But so yeah, I tried it a lot of different places, mostly like local, nationwide stuff, but have local things, because what it was is like you fill out the online form, you have to fill out the store that's like closest to you or that you wish to go pick it up at and pay for and stuff like that.
Hokkaido.
Yeah,
is the only one left. Looks like I'm catching a flight.
Yeah. So, but My Nintendo had another one just over the weekend. They're going to have another one starting tomorrow. They're going to announce winners from this second one like tomorrow as well. So it's like, whatever. I'm not like mad, just kind of like disappointed.
Whatever. I don't even play this stupid game.
No, it's like, I don't need this thing, but it's what I do. I always get Nintendo stuff usually like on day one. So it's just, it kind of pisses me off that this is kind of the way it is. And I know a lot of you guys out there, especially outside of Japan, this is something you guys have had to deal with for a lot longer than me and like us over here.
Right.
So it just sucks, and I just hate that this is the way everything has to go now.
You'll probably be able to walk into a store and buy one in, Christmas 2024.
Yeah, when the Switch Pro's out.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
All right then. Well, rip in peace.
Yeah.
Good luck? Question mark?
Exclamation
point.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's going to do it for new business. Unless Ty, you had something else you really needed to talk about.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, we're going to hop into a little bit of now playing at the Famicast.com. I was waiting for James. There it is. Right now, playing at the Famicast.com. We got lots of stuff going up on the website, lots of stuff going up on YouTube, extra podcasts for patrons, all sorts of stuff like that.
Holy shit, yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to tell you all about that stuff. James, do you want to kick off the...
Yeah, man. I got something hot off the press. It's like it went live like literally 40 minutes ago. Me and my boy here, Ty, he joined me in a reacts to the final Smash DLC character reveal. So that's hot. It's just gone live right now. And me and Danny also did the reacts about the Nintendo Direct, the one that went live as we were wrapping up the episode 206. So yeah, those are the two directs that I kind of hinted at the start of this show. So yeah, me and Danny, we just focused on the Japan version because we figured, most people have seen the direct, so the US or the European one. Hopefully more people saw the European one and didn't watch the stupid dubbed American one. But yeah, we watched the Japanese one, and just to kind of highlight the differences and stuff.
Yeah, to be fair, the difference between the North American one and the European ones is only the dub and the sides, the same information. So whatever.
Hi, I'm Miyamoto.
Sound just like him.
So yeah, what else have we got? We have. Oh, Dan, do you want to talk about your stuff first?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, like as you just saw if you're watching the video version, at least you saw that we have some Castlevania footage up of the Advance Collection of all the games. You can check it out. I played them to completion in only 40 minutes. So yeah, you might want to check that out. I don't do that. Coming up next week, there's a retro review for Final Fantasy IV Advance that'll be hitting on Monday, I think is when I'm planning on putting that out there. So you can check that out.
You're playing the Switch collection, but you also dug out your old Game Boy Advance and reviewed that one.
Well, to be fair, like that, I was playing that Final Fantasy like from the summer up until like the middle of September, and I had this review kind of ready for a couple of weeks, just timing and stuff.
It was in the back burner, ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Metroid Dread is coming out this Friday, so depending on when you're listening to this, it could already be out. You might already have it in your hands. I'm gonna have should be getting the collector's edition on time. Should be getting the amiibos as well. I'm planning on doing some kind of a video about that, so that's something that you can look forward to this weekend, probably.
Danny, which one of the 8 editions did you end up getting?
Yeah, I got the collector's edition with the actual cartridge, because there are 6 SKUs here in Japan.
6, okay. Right. Yeah, I remember you did a video about how many there were. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right then. Oh, Ty, we also have some exciting Patreon news. We got a new. Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, right on.
Ty's gonna high five you into the gang.
Yeah, high five.
All right. Oh, you can't see his name.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know where you're looking.
Okay, I'll tell him. It is Mr. Scott Kubish. Sorry if I butchered your name, dude. But yeah, Scott, high five from
it's
all
pronounced
of us.
Scoot.
Scoot Kubish. Scoot Kubish. Welcome, man. Happy to have you on board. He jumps straight in the Discord as well. So yeah,
nice.
Loving it.
Namaste, friend.
Join the special Family Friends channel, exclusive to the patrons. But yeah, welcome, man. You can join in all the good stuff. Or check out our Patreon page. A lot of stuff to catch up on. Please do enjoy.
Yeah.
Download all the old episodes before we have to destroy the evidence.
Right. Yeah, and actually, last week me and Ty did the September podcast for the games that made us. That's the podcast where we talk about games that kind of formed us into who we are. And that went live last week. So for all the patrons out there, you can do that. If you donate a little bit of money, you will feed Thai anime trash. And
oh boy.
I like to call that the Bald Eagle
stop.
cast.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Bald Eagle podcast when Ty and Danny get talking about America.
Screaming Eagles.
Dude, we had some fun. I had some fun. I don't know if Ty did.
I'm halfway through it.
I had an experience.
I'll take it.
I haven't heard of any of the games you're talking about. Don't understand a single word you're talking about.
Of course, you can't understand a single word I'm saying. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. It's okay. We've got subtitles on the YouTube version.
All this and more.
On the famicast.ne.jp.com.
All right. James, I think you know what time it is.
JAPANews.
That's right, folks. It's that time of the show where we talk about the JAPANews, all the latest and greatest comings and goings from Nintendo in Japan, and all that stuff. Sometimes not really, but this time, yeah, a lot of it, most of it is. And these two jokers already did a pretty in-depth dive of the final, Sakurai Presents, Smash Brothers Direct. But
so we're going to play you. We're going to play you that
dive.
We're going to play you that hour-long video right now in the middle of the show. Danny, hit it.
Here we go. No, but I wasn't there. I did watch. Sorry, my freaking eyes.
Spoilers if you haven't seen it yet. Danny's about to reveal who it was.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to Yo Noid.
Yeah. Yo. No, I also tuned in live, like basically 30 seconds before it started up. And typically with the Smash Brothers ones, I just want to see like who's revealed. I don't like really care about watching everything afterwards. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. But actually, I mean, I won't spoil who's revealed. You guys, what are some things that came out of this?
Well,
what are the things?
We finally got Doom Guy.
Yes.
He looks so cute in me costume form.
Yeah. I mean, I think they've pretty much done all of the requests in some form or another. Like, if it's not like a real character, they've got a me costume. They got Shantae, right? That was a big request. She's got a me costume. Not in this direct, in the previous one, right? All those Mega Man characters that I can't remember. Oh yeah, Octoling was the other one revealed in this direct.
Right.
And then Judd the Cat, which is weird because Balls is in the chat right now. He said it's going to be Judd the Cat. It's going to be the last fighter. I don't know if he was joking, but there it was. It's a me costume.
Frighteningly close.
That was amazing. Yeah, it's a good call, dude. But it's funny, like if you hear me and Ty talk for about 15 minutes before the direct starts, during the countdown section, and we do say the name of the character that does get revealed, but then we kind of like dismiss it as like, nah, it's not going to be that one. It's like, I don't know the reason we gave, but maybe it's too obvious, or one that's already been requested for so long, they're probably not going to do it.
I love this Doomslayer picture because it matches like the cover art on the game.
Where
he's like holding up the imp and he has the gun in the other hand. That's a pretty good attention to detail.
Yeah. The people who take the screenshots for Smash Brothers are some clever folk. They know what they're doing. I think Sakurai himself takes a lot of them, right?
Yeah, he said he takes a lot himself and puts them on Twitter.
Yeah, even this one here that's on the screen. You got Doom Guy behind a box, you got Judd up on a box sleeping, and then you have the Octoling, unawares of like Doom Guy just coming up and sneaking up on him. It's pretty funny.
So they did, wrapped up with like some kind of final data on the game, like how many music tracks there are, how many stages, how many characters, how many KOs have been, done in the game, all that kind of crazy stuff. And it does make you think, I mean, has there ever been a collaborative game like this, bigger than this, in the existence of video games? I don't think there has been, and there probably won't be.
Fortnite.
Okay. They do team up with like anything and everything.
Yep.
Right.
NFL.
Yeah, I guess what's that like 2D Smash Brothers game that we played in the last game night?
Brawlhalla.
Yeah, that's probably also up there.
That
as
has
well,
a
right?
lot of crazy guests in it.
Right. But those games are just, they're just skins, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're not actual characters with moves and,
Right.
balancing and all that kind of stuff. It's just like, yes, some guy makes a skin, slap it on, boom, done. So yeah, but and also they're never going to have Nintendo characters, right? They're never going to have various video game series that we have in Smash now. So there's always
I
that.
don't know. They got Ryu and Chun-Li. They got the Marvel characters. They have a lot of crazy stuff.
Yep. So okay, let's call this the actual good game with the best collaboration then.
Okay.
I don't anyone likes Fortnite.
That's a trick. They're both bad.
Oh god. Oh yeah, James Allen reminded me of the Cuphead one. Yeah. Oh yeah, and we had Undertale as well, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people got in.
I hope you saw my me and the boys retweet with Sans, Dante, Doomguy, and Travis.
Spider-Man.
Yes, it's that meme with new art.
Is Waluigi's not even a Mii costume?
No, he's still relegated to statue status.
Oh yeah. No, he's an assist trophy, right?
Yeah, assist trophy. That's what I mean.
So yeah, deal with it, nerds.
Maybe next Smash.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
yeah. You haven't said
it's kind of like we've come full picture, right? Because like the first Smash Direct happened in like 2018, I think it is. We have a reacts on our YouTube channel. I think all three of us. I don't think Cyrus was on it, but yeah, at least definitely us three were on it. And when King K. Rool and Ridley were announced, so yeah, that was good times. We've come so far, man.
James Allen brings up a good point too, and I noticed this on the NCL's website as well. But double gold points are available online for Smash purchases, DLC fighters, passes, anything. You'll get like double the gold points.
Yeah, gold points is real cash money for people.
Yeah.
Oh, and in other Smash news, the not Smash Brothers Nickelodeon game.
Oh yeah.
Just had Garfield data mined.
Nice.
There's a character reveal.
Wow.
Double character reveal day. Garfield and Sora.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we just pass it over to Nickelodeon to take over this Smash Brothers baton.
Yes,
right.
Absolutely.
Add all those characters in.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, as soon as Ty spoiled it, might as well show it now, right?
Right. Wow. Ty literally said it. So
I figure everybody knows by now.
Everybody knows. Yeah.
It's been 24 hours.
Yeah. So I mean, it's Sora, and some people are mad, some people are happy. Whatever.
I'm kind of.
Yeah, okay. Like our reaction was like extremely neutral.
It wasn't painful. It wasn't like, I mean, Ty was really getting me scared. He was talking about like Crash Bandicoot.
Oh boy.
And it was sweat coming down I was like, no, please God, no. It can't be.
I wanted it to be Crash Bandicoot, and I wanted them to do an open with the guy in the Bandicoot suit in front of Nintendo headquarters with a megaphone. Like Danny knows what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
American commercial, right?
Yeah.
That would have been just perfect, just chef's kiss.
Yeah, exactly.
So it turns out like Sora was like one of the most requested ones in that poll that they did, like 4 or 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
Yeah, I wish they'd released the whole results.
Like Bayonetta was on there.
Goku.
And I guess Sora was probably the most voted for, and so what they've done is just the most requested one. They saved him for last. So if anyone just thought about it logically, you could have predicted it, right? But I think I just put him off as like it's not going to be announced because they would have done it by now. But but it turns out no, they were just saving him for the last one. They wanted to go out with a bang.
I didn't think he would be that as popular as what he was, I guess. You know? It's just,
I mean, if he's the most requested, I mean, this is how you go out, right?
Yeah.
You don't go out with like fucking Fire Emblem guy that
or
no one likes.
PD Piranha or something. I mean, interesting character, you know, but like, yeah.
Right. So yeah, this was planned probably years in advance, right?
Yeah.
This one's got to be the last one. And then all the kind of middling characters, we just kind of put them somewhere in the middle. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
A couple things in the chat. Chris, James Allen said, meh. Chris said, personally, I don't care about this character, but they clearly put a lot of thought and care behind its development. Yeah, I think that's very true. There you go.
Oh, sorry.
James Allen said, did anybody actually vote in the ballot? And if so, who did you vote for? I did not.
Pretty sure I voted.
It passed me by. I didn't even know it was going on.
I mean, it was 6 years ago. Like, who remembers anything?
Yeah, and that's my point to Balls here. He says, surprised me Waluigi wasn't number one. But I think that meme started recently. I think that started like in the past couple of years, the Waluigi thing, not 6 years ago.
Right.
You know, no one gave a shit.
I think it was 7 years ago. They said 2017.
Okay. All right, mate.
Or 13.
Wouldn't that be 4 years then? So yeah. No one was caring about. I mean, Waluigi was an assist trophy. People were like, yeah, whatever.
I barely remember interacting with this thing. I think I probably did vote for Doom Guy, and I think I voted for Fulgore from Killer Instinct.
Castlevania, right?
Not too far along. Yeah, maybe I did vote for Simon because he wasn't in the game yet.
Got Simon and Richter as well for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, hey, whatever. Just reskin it.
It's pronounced Orchard.
Orchard. Airbud. Mick
It's
Jagger.
pronounced Shimon, by the way, in Japanese. No, I'm not joking.
No, you're not.
It's Shimon
Belmondo.
Oh, Shimon. Okay. I didn't know what you were talking about for a second. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I didn't know what they were talking about when they said my favorite character is Shimon. I was like, what?
Yes. He-Man's his brother's sister?
I probably voted for Bomberman and Shovel Knight. Or if I didn't,
me costumes. So don't complain too much. He got me costumes, so deal with it.
If any characters were rat fucked out of being real characters, it was probably those two.
Right.
Yeah. I just wanted Banjo, and so that was fine by me.
Maybe I voted for Banjo. I don't remember.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, if you guys want to know more, to see how James and Ty reacting, kind of like basically live when the thing was happening, definitely check out our video that we have up on the YouTube, so you can see all of that. But we're gonna move on to the next little bit of news here. And again,
right?
Yeah, and again, this is something that James and I we did kind of like not a reacts per se, but it wasn't, because like we didn't watch it live, but we were watching it again like after the fact and discussing.
Right. We watched the English ones, and then we reacted to the Japanese one.
I watched the Japanese one, and I was reacting to the other way around.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we had a bit of a double screen thing going on, didn't we? We had the two directs going on at once, so we could compare. Yeah. And there were a few subtle differences. The Japanese one, I would just say, just watch our video. If you want to just see the games that won in the English one. Yeah. But the one that was in both of them, which is kind of incredible. Do you remember the end of the last episode? We said, like, what's it going to be, Game Boy or N64? And all three of us said Game Boy, but then maybe hoped for N64, but it's never going to happen. There you go. It turned out we were completely wrong. Other way around. Right. We got N64, boys.
Yeah.
For an additional fee. So I think that was a rumor, wasn't it? Like the additional fee thing.
Yeah.
That turned out to be real
for the longest time. And to me that seemed kind of crazy, because I was like, that's a good way to like alienate the fan base, or the people that are actually paying for this service. But
Nintendo don't like giving away stuff for free. And like they've always charged more for N64 stuff, right? Like the ROMs that they did on Virtual Console. So yeah, I'm not really surprised. I mean, I said this on Twitter, but like the closer we get to like the current generation, it feels like Nintendo wouldn't like that, because if they would feel like they're giving away, potential sales. Like for me, for example, like there's Paper Mario, right? The Paper Mario is on this N64 services. I'm like, cool, I'll play that. I'm not going to buy fucking Origami King, but I'll play Paper Mario for free on NSO. It's like, got Mario Tennis. Well, N64 Mario Tennis is amazing. It's a great game. Do you need to buy Mario Tennis on Switch now? Maybe not. You know what I mean? Like these are 3D games. These are big, meaty 3D games. And, if you're like a cynic like I am, where I think games haven't really evolved for like the last 4 generations, you don't need to buy the new games because you've got the fucking N64 version. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's the cynic in me.
Yeah, I guess just to the announcement. I mean, I'm excited. The N64 is basically my favorite console. It's either that or the GameCube. I kind of flip flop depending on the day. I just thought
it's N64.
Yeah. What did I say?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying.
Oh.
Your favorite console is the N64. Trust me.
Okay. Love it. It's great. I thought it was really cool to see developers work within limitations of the hardware, but at the same time trying new things that they had never done before. Sometimes to great success, and sometimes to not great success. So that's pretty interesting. And I think it's interesting because Winback, of all things, it's like a game that's in here too, which is it's so weird.
That's pretty random.
Yeah, and I'm glad, because I was thinking about that game a couple of weeks ago. I don't even know why, and then it just showed up at at the Direct, and I was like, wow, okay, cool. But Ty, like, I mean, you weren't with me and James when we were talking about this. What are your thoughts about this? And Genesis, aka Mega Drive, are on here too.
Yeah, I just hope and pray that the net play is good.
Yeah.
Keep praying.
Right.
We've been managing okay in game nights when we played NES and Super NES or
right.
But yeah, I think I talked about this maybe a couple of episodes ago before this announcement. Like, I was worried about a potential N64 onlineness, like 4 players, split screen. I was worried about, what Nintendo would do with that. Actually, I think I said on the episode, Nintendo won't do that. It's too difficult. They won't be able to make it work well, so they probably just won't do that. But they are doing it, which makes me worried that they haven't done it well, and it is going to be god awful. Because you'll be streaming like 4 screens on everyone's screen, right? And it's like, oof. And this is not like dedicated servers here, right? So it could go horribly, horribly wrong. I mean, not for us guys. If we play together in Japan, I'm sure it'll be fine. But like, when we invite people from Australia, UK to join in, maybe not so good.
Just as a side note here too, for patrons, we're kind of, this month, October 2021, this is Famicast game night time, baby.
Oh yeah,
and
October.
We're hoping that by the time Nintendo announces this and all that type of stuff, hopefully it's still in the month of October. If not, well, we're not going to be playing in Singapore
right.
together, but hopefully it will be. And they said that they're going to talk more about it at the end of the month, and they said that the last time with something here in Japan, they talked about like Nintendo Switch OLED pre-orders are coming at the end of September, and they came on the 24th, so probably sometime between the 24th, 25th, 26th, something like that. I think, looking at the calendar, I'm not looking at it right now, I think like the 27th on Monday, so it could be something like that, 27th, 28th, or something like that. So we'll see.
Game night literally on Halloween. 31st, last day of the month.
that would be great. That would be great. And I mean, you got the 2 controllers that are going to be available as well. It's like $50 USD each, which I think is kind of expensive. But the N64, and James, you pointed out, I think it was on Twitter, and somebody else had like found an image of like the what they're doing with like those extra switch buttons like on the controller itself. And they have the extra buttons on the top, all that type of stuff that you would expect.
Yeah, I thought they would, yeah.
Yeah, still kind of like the wild card. Some people are like asking, like, what about the port in the back of the N64 controller? Like,
that's going to have the battery. That'll be the rechargeable battery. That's where they'll put it.
That changes the controller too much. No buy.
I'm sure it'll just be sealed off, and that'll just be the whatever the built-in battery.
It could just be open, just don't have a connector pins back there,
Yeah, all that.
Yeah,
but for balance, it would make sense. But yeah, I mean, having a wireless N64 controller is kind of crazy, right?
I didn't think that would happen. I just thought, man, they're so big, and yeah, Super Nintendo controller, Famicom controller, NES controller, they're small enough to hide away somewhere. But yeah, man, those N64 controllers, you get like two of those things, it get really hard to kind of find a nice tidy place to hide them away from people.
Are there any games there that are kind of like takey-turny multiplayer games?
N64
no, they don't have Mario Golf announced yet, do they? But they got Mario Tennis.
Was that on? That might have been
on golf on that.
That might have been on the list of like the games coming soon. I'd have to like double check it or something.
Okay. But yeah, so far on when me and Danny used to play, the Famicom games and stuff like that. I mean, we had no problems playing online, but there's a big asterisk with that, because like we could play Mario Maker online, no problems. We could play Famicom games online, no problems. Even on fucking Wi-Fi, we have no problems. But people in the States on wired connections can't even get a game. It's like, so it all just depends on, your connection and where you live and how bad Nintendo's online service is.
Right.
Good job we're paying another 20 bones or whatever they're going to charge us for this N64 stuff.
Yeah, and like you get Genesis stuff too, so there's something else too if you're into that.
Yeah, I'd pay more to remove that, to be honest, mate. But that's just me.
For the games that are coming after launch, that's Majora's Mask, Banjo-Kazooie, Mario Golf 64, Kirby 64, F-Zero X, Pokemon Snap, and Paper Mario. In Japan, they also have the custom Robo games. Both of them, there were two. Those are both going to be coming to the service in Japan at some point. The biggest difference here between the lineup is that North America and Europe, English-speaking regions, they also get Dr. Mario 64, which was a North American exclusive.
Wow.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
But then Sin and Punishment's coming out everywhere. I mean, I don't know. Whatever, you can download.
Dr. Mario 64. That's so weird. When they had those N64 games, which were just like Super NES games or NES games, like just in high res, high res quote unquote at the time. It's so weird.
I'm stunned. It's supposed to be pretty solid, Dr. Mario, but we'll see.
Mate.
Yeah. Well, was there anything else from the Direct that caught your eye that we haven't really talked about? I mean, obviously Castlevania Advance Collection, that was great. We already
Castlevania 64. What was that?
Castlevania 64 coming December 21st.
Confirmed.
Yep.
Don't forget Actraiser, which I immediately saw, purchased, and played to completion.
Yeah. Shit, man. Yeah.
I guess, Danny. I mean, we're kind of bypassing it again. I think I said this in the Direct Reacts, like Banjo-Kazooie. That's huge.
Yeah.
That is just huge. People are just like, yeah, whatever. But no, that's incredible that they got that to work. I mean, Banjo's in Smash, but like, having the whole fucking game like available on a Nintendo online service.
Yeah, and I think
the deals that were done, I'm glad they were done.
Yeah, and obviously you could play all these rare classics on Xbox and stuff like that. But if you don't have an Xbox or a PC with Game Pass or whatever, it's great to potentially all the potential rare games that could be coming out, especially N64 era rare games, which I thought were just typically pretty amazing. I could see something like Blast Corps coming in pretty relatively quickly. Maybe Jet Force Gemini. I don't know about Conquer. I think that might be a bit of a stretch. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know Banjo, and he was a very much like a Who in Japan, right? For us, it was like Dragon Quest hero guy. Everyone was like Who, but in Japan it was Banjo, and I mean Banjo is like one of my most played characters in Ultimate, and one of the main reasons why I play him is because Japanese people don't know how to play against him. So I have a slight advantage.
Yeah.
So Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I hope people will try it, for example. You know.
Yeah, I'd like to. I haven't played the original Banjo-Kazooie since like 98 or 99.
Yeah,
I'd like to give it another
man,
shot. Not like
Pokemon
I don't
Snap.
have it. What's that?
They just released a new Pokemon Snap game, and I can get the whole original game for free.
Yeah,
Quote,
I mean,
quote,
Pokemon Snap. It's been on Wii Virtual Console, Wii U Virtual Console. So some of these games, it's like, we've probably had access to these one way or another, digitally, over the past like decade, 15 years or whatever. But it's still cool that everything's coming to the service like this.
I mean, yeah, N64 is where emulation gets a little bit iffy. Like it can be really good, or it can just be completely balked. It's just weird. Like you get glitching or it runs the wrong speed. Blah 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 blah. So to have like a solid emulation like is like 100% guaranteed to be perfect. That's a good thing, and which is why I thought they would never do it. But they are doing it.
Me too.
So that's good.
Yeah, actually, Chris brings up a good point. On the Switch, there is already like a Genesis collection that has like 50 games or something, and he has that already. So it's like he could play all this stuff already. And I know
that's right. I have that on X.
Oh, you got that?
Yeah,
cool. It's seems like a pretty decent collection for Sega fans. And I know
Chris also play all of the games,
right? Well, I know Chris is also a huge fan of the new Kirby game that was unveiled at the Nintendo Direct too. Kind of like the open worldy looking Kirby in Japanese. Well, just check out me and James's video. It's a funny name.
The answer will shock you.
Yeah,
it's not called Kirby in the Forgotten Land in Japanese.
I was surprised when I first heard the English name. I was like, oh, that's a good way to go about this compared to what the Japanese audience gets. Yeah, Chris also, will they still update the SNES or NES Online? I don't see why not.
It's like spinning plates. Just imagine that there's one guy at Nintendo spinning plates. Now he has to spin 4 plates.
Right.
Before he was only spinning 2, and he wasn't doing a good job.
Right.
Now he has to spin 4.
Perfect.
So yeah.
Yeah. Well, that might be enough time on the Nintendo Direct. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, some people might have been a little disappointed, but okay.
It was a good one.
Yeah, I thought so.
It was good. Yeah. There's some big games. I mean, yeah. We even got the hint of the next Smash character being revealed in that as well. They didn't show him, obviously. Right. Maybe that would have been overboard. People would have talked about that, right?
Yeah.
So that was a good tease. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if that was at E3, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
It's like an E3 level. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, moving on with the news. I'll take this first story here. This is something kind of up my alley, I guess. So Dragon Quest X Offline has gotten an official release date, and also they finally revealed what platforms it's going to be on and like all that type of stuff. This is coming out on February 26th, 2022. This is a demake kind of like Dragon Quest X, like the online only game. We talked about this back in like March or something like that. And they kind of redid the whole system of the game here. They're using this thing called what the heck do they call it? Something like DD Deform, and oh my god, I can't remember what I wrote down. But basically, they kind of like take the engine from like the original version of the game, and they kind of like demake it down into like kind of like these chibi characters. And it's kind of interesting because even if you look at things like the grass, you can kind of see it's like this pixelated, kind of like almost like this square things that are like kind of like waving through, even though it's kind of like a solid piece of the environment, like a polygon type of thing. But you could see that type of a thing, whereas like an actual Dragon Quest X, there would actually be like grass kind of like moving around. So yeah, so that's kind of neat. And this still hasn't been confirmed to be coming to the West or anything. It's not going to be cheap here either. Being Dragon Quest, they can get away with charging 8,500 yen, which is like $72 right now. Their
anime tax and RPG tax.
Dragon Quest is insane. There's also like collector's editions and stuff for this. They've already announced that they're going to be doing DLC. Basically, in Japan right now, there are 5 versions of Dragon Quest X, with the 6th one coming out next month. And it looks like they're just kind of going through the stories, which is, the versions, which is totally understandable. And
so this is a card game, like cartridge-based game.
yes,
offline. And it's going to have all 5 or 6 of games on it.
Well, no. That's DLC.
That's DLC.
Like stuff you'd have to purchase individually later. They could
all
do
5 of them. I like that.
Well, they've only announced the version 2 as DLC that's coming in the spring next year.
So you get one story for free, and then the rest you have to download.
8,500 yen for the base game, and then if you want the DLC, it's like 4,400 yen a pop or something.
Yeah, but what is the base game?
The base game is Dragon Quest. Okay, Dragon Quest 10. It's like version 1. There's a big story on there and stuff like that. And version 2 is just like a continuation of the story.
Okay,
that's it.
So you get like what, 40, 60 hour RPG at least?
It's probably pretty beefy. Yeah. But anyways, I'm kind of interested. Maybe I'll pick that up when it comes out next year. We'll see. But anyways, next, Ty, you're up, man.
Oh hell yeah! Among Us Crewmate Edition. Among Us. The meme comes alive.
Right.
So there's a Japanese package version of Among Us, be released in winter on PS5 and Switch. Comes with wallpaper sets and sticker. DLC, pets, and skins. You know what? I've seen official keychains around.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get them on those UFO catcher sites.
Okay.
Let's see. Pre-orders started on October 2nd.
Oh, okay. 4 days ago. Available now. I've got some mod deets as well.
Oh.
Oh yeah, if you scroll to the bottom, it's like a full list of shit that's in the box.
Oh yeah, well we got game software, original wallpaper sets. Okay, so they're downloadable. I can't actually paper my house. What Mira HQ hologram access code? What? What is that? So I guess you get a random physical card. It says there's 12 in total. Okay. In poster sticker.
Right. Oh boy, that's gross. I hate that.
3D lenticular case. A map? A scaled map? Okay. Ooh, yeah. You have pictures? Let's see. And a bunch of DLCs codes for, I guess you just get the skins stuff that are in the game.
Right. Yeah, so that's cool. This seems like it's been a pretty popular game even here in Japan.
Yep.
On the charts and stuff like that, it seems like it's always doing pretty well, like on the eShop and stuff. And yeah.
Don't look for the junk. I think we've got a picture of the stuff, the junk that you get.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Looks pretty sus to me.
Wow. Nice meme. Oh, I want that hamster pet bubble.
Available on everything but Xbox. Because it's Japan, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to pick up the PS4 version or the Switch version that time?
Nope. I already have it on Steam.
Oh, great.
Cool. All right. Well, James, do you want to take that last thing?
Sure thing. Charts. All right. Yes. Charts. Charts used to be a regular feature of the show at one point until Danny just deleted it from the agenda. Said, nope, I hate charts.
I do. Actually, I love charts.
Love charts, right? So yes, do you remember software sales and all the banter we used to have? Hey Ty, how many Xboxes sold this week?
Loser.
Let's get back to it.
Good time.
Okay, well Ty, I'll start reading off the hardware sales. You can kind of guess what you think the Xbox S or X sold. So yes, Switch is sold 36,000.
So when is this?
Which week is this here? Sorry,
it's
this is the end of September.
Yeah, December 20th to December 26th.
So end of September, Switch sold 36,000, which is up to 17 million in Japan alone. PS5, 22,000. Hasn't broken a million yet. It's almost 900,000 PlayStation 5. Switch Lite sold 10,000. Okay, they're separating the Lite. The Lite alone has sold 4 million. So yeah, rip in peace, PlayStation 5. And then
Not
PlayStation
yet.
5 Digital Edition. Okay, I see. Wow, they're really separating it. Just sold just under 4,000 units. PlayStation 4 sold 1,600. PlayStation 4 only sold 7.8 million. That's incredible. Wow.
That sounds about right. I mean,
I can't believe that.
That was
been
kind
out
of
for
the time
so
when,
long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess people just stopped buying it like a couple of years ago, right?
Just handheld gaming at the time was just more people buying and playing shit on their cell phones, playing 3DS or Switch nowadays. People just don't really buy too many big hardware things like that here.
So just for context, PS4 sold less than half of Switch in twice the amount of time.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Right then, Ty, Xbox, what do you think? Series X
69.
or S? 69. Ooh.
420. No, I
wow.
already looked. I'm just saying meme.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So 1,600 for the S and 1,000, almost 1,000 exactly for the Series X.
Yeah.
So I guess if you combine them, would that be 94,000?
I'm wondering where the hell these things are, man. I've never seen one for sale.
It's not in this case, it's actually not limited by the people who want to buy them. It's limited by how many they're selling.
Yeah, you can't even do as far as I've seen. I haven't done a lot of hunting. I won an Xbox, but I haven't even seen any raffles or anything like that, lotteries, none of that stuff. It's just some people say, "Hey, you can get an Xbox," and one of my buddies sent me a link. He said, "Hey, man, Xbox S, it's on Amazon right now," and I clicked on it, and it was already sold out, or it was already I don't know, 2 times the amount of money or something. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So
and I'm keeping an eye out for Danny.
Thanks
for the one true console.
Yeah, now I'm thinking.
Well, it sold more than the new 2DS.
Yes.
Console, which is 9 years old at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, rip in peace. Yeah, Xbox is Series XS is pretty much done in Japan already. PlayStation 5 selling I don't know, 10 times more already. So
I read on Twitter that a lot of retailers here are actually pulling Xbox from the shelves. Just generally speaking. Okay, no, that was wrong. No,
but hold the horses there, Danny. There are some Microsoft games in the top 10 sales charts. Let's check them out.
All right.
So number 10, we have Momotaro Dentetsu Showa Heisei Reiwa Moteban. We got something video on the channel, right? About that.
Got a preview. Check it out. Actually, a lot of people already have. I was actually really surprised. It had 40 views for the longest time. Now it has a lot.
Yeah, that sold 2.3 million now. Smash is back in the charts. That sold 8,000 this week, up to 4.4 million. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 12,000 this week, 4 million. So a little bit under Smash. Smash is beating Mario Kart. And then we have Ring Fit Adventure, another game where I think, seriously, where are people finding these? That's sold 2.8 million now. And then we have Microsoft game number 6. It's Minecraft for the Nintendo Switch. Has sold 2.2 million in Japan. And then Tales of Arise. Is that only on PS4?
Probably here.
Yeah, that's sold. Wow, only 200,000. Okay. Well, I guess it's newer.
Yeah.
That sold 15,000 this week. WarioWare is number 4. Get it together. That sold 126,000 in total. 21,000 this week. And then number 3 is Lost Judgment, which is called Judge Eyes, I think, in Japanese, which is like the new Yakuza kind of game. That's brand new, just came out. That sold 32,000 this week. And then number 2 is another new game, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, plus a new Power Awakens set for the Switch.
AKA
Jesus
old,
Christ.
been on other consoles
Yeah,
since like
yeah.
2019 or something.
Yep. That sold 42,000. And then, okay, sorry. Number 3, that was the PS5 version of Lost Judgment. And number 1 is the PS4 version of Lost Judgment. So I guess people just can't find the PS5, or they don't want to buy a PS5. That sold 111,000 this week. So yeah, 2 Yakuza games, and then and 1 RPG, and the rest is Switch.
Right.
So yeah. Yep. There you go. Back. I mean, there are sometimes weeks where it looks like this Nintendo Switch top 10, but then no, it is actually the multi-format charts, but it looks like the Switch charts.
Yeah. Yeah. And Chris, he says in the comments, like, "Hey, I seriously do love Charge. Glad it's returning."
Charge.
Maybe we'll try to make sure it comes back on a more regular basis. I don't know why. There wasn't like anything, like any big decision. It just
we just rip off charts from other websites. So if they're not doing it, we're not doing it.
Yes.
So thanks to mynintendonews.com for that one.
Yeah.
Good job,
charts.
guys.
Yeah. I was doing, like, on the website, I was doing some download charts every week, but then Nintendo stopped providing them, so I stopped. So it can take kind of a bit to put that stuff together yourself based on the Japanese stuff. But
that was the JAPANews.
That is. All right. Ty.
Yeah.
What have you got in that anime trash bag for us today?
Oh boy, it's time. I have a modest 4 boxes. Let's see what we got.
All right.
So this is from 3 different sites.
Okay.
Sega Catcher, aka Golton, Taito Online Crane, and Oreba. So I get some free plays every week. And maybe I'll also put in some money. Maybe I won't. We'll see. And okay, this first one's from Toreba. Who knows what's in it?
Is that a pin that you're using to?
Yes.
Okay, dude, awesome.
my scissors weren't in arm's reach.
Okay.
What the shit? I think I got a random prize.
All right.
Right, because Toreba sometimes has a free random prize when you win anything. What the fuck is this? What is this? Help.
Young. Some cat thing.
Looks like you can turn it on and off.
It says.
Electronic funny cat. All right. Is it the jump scare dead cat?
Oh God, that's horrible.
I don't know what this is. But
it's like you can stack them as well.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll slap some batteries in this later and report back.
Watch it come alive.
So here's what I actually won. Right. Another goddamn anime girl.
Okay, wholesome. Kinda.
Sword Art Online.
Oh, that's the one that you said to stay away from, right?
It's not good.
No. That gets you on a list? That kind of bad, or?
No. It's just like anime trash that junior high school students like.
It gets you on a list where they keep sending you trash from the series as toys.
Right. And free packing material.
See?
All right.
A blessing.
Bonus.
Well, yeah, it's always nice when Toreva runs a promotion where you get an extra prize whenever you win something, and it's random as fuck. Boy, have they been random. All right, let's see. What's this box? This is from Golton, aka Sega Catcher. Yeah. They might ship to America now. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and like I said, I put the links in the description box on YouTube. They're in the article on the website, so you guys can check it out.
Aha. Ugh. Christ. What have I done?
That's the question that we ask you every week.
Right.
What have you done?
What monster? All right, we have another anime girl. Ooh, now I have the set of Oktoberfest 3-0 girls.
Okay.
Remember, I got the one last time, so now I have the set.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, ReZero has that one girl. She's like a maid or whatever. I have no idea.
Dude.
But they have so many fucking crazy spin-off figures where she's a robot, she's a mermaid, she's a remote control car.
Obviously.
Right.
Oh, I found my scissors on the floor.
There it is. Perfect place to put your scissors.
Right. I found my steak knives.
Under my pillow.
Yes. All right. I do have some more stuff in the mail. Did not arrive in time for recording.
Cursed. You getting any Halloween themed stuff, Ty? Have they changed it to like Halloween stuff now?
Yeah, there's plenty of Halloween stuff. And there is Halloween stuff on the way.
Oh, cool.
Place your bets.
Cool. There you go.
But don't forget, I got the Halloween Pikachu last week and the Halloween Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
So the Halloween stuff's already rolling in.
Cool.
Look forward to that next full-on Halloween mode.
Yeah.
Oh, it's another anime girl.
Okay.
I
have no idea who this is.
Nobody knows.
Mom, don't come in.
Mom.
Cool. What?
But,
what does that even say at the top?
I guess this one was from Goton. Because I know Taito Catcher has this one in it, and this is one that Taito distributes. So if you go to Taito Catcher, there's an extra version of this where she has like a different expression, and you can only get it from Taito Catcher.
Okay.
She definitely has the biggest boobs of the ones that you've shown us so far.
I think you're right.
Come on, guys. Some people only listen to the audio show, so you got to entice them to watch the YouTube.
Right. You guys got to double dip.
Okay, so here's the one. It's actually from
she said.
Taito Catcher. They don't have their logos on their cardboard boxes.
Right.
Discreet packaging.
Right. Right. It's like when you order certain products, they don't write what it is on it.
Right.
Such a huge dildo.
Okay.
Huge dildo, yes.
Right.
They always have these nice little flyers they ship with it. It's got their mascots on it. You know, Bub here, the bubble dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then that anime girl is like, she shows up all over the site. What do we got? Oh, it's my boy. It's Carnage.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's from the new movie, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. And I have the Venom, so I've completed another set.
Okay,
nice.
That's what it was. Because I was thinking, don't you have this? No, yeah. Okay.
I had Venom, but I didn't have Carnage, so now I have the set.
Cool.
Wow.
No.
Maximum Carnage, right, Ty?
Hell yeah. Yeah, but spoilers, the Venom movie follows that storyline loosely.
Ooh.
All right. Was that all 4 boxes?
There will be carnage.
Yeah.
I think that is the Japanese title. They actually didn't even translate it. It's just like written in katakana.
So what's the tally here? I have like 2 or 3 or 4 anime girls. I got Carnage, and I have motorized dead cat.
Cat stack. Right.
All right.
Stack those cats.
So that'll do it for Anime Terror, I guess. I don't know. I can open this thing up.
I want to know what the cats do.
It looks like a kitten. Does
it said, like on the box, it's something about like goro goro, like purring, or something. Yeah,
it looks a lot cuter in person than it does in the box. Like,
the box
looks kind of real.
Is it? It's not supposed to be dead. It's supposed to be just sleeping, probably.
I know, right? my dead cat.
Give him some drugs, Ty.
Right. Battery's not included, I think.
Yeah, of course not. It's Japan.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I put in batteries, and I don't know what he does.
Okay.
Find out next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that is actually kind of cute.
Jump scares someone. All right. Yep. That's anime trash.
Alrighty.
Stay tuned for next week. It's going to be wild.
Okay.
A lot of anime, a lot of trash. It's what the people want, man.
Ty, I'm starting to get worried for you.
Me too.
Super dead cat drugs.
Yeah, stuff is stacking up. I'm stacking it more efficiently now. So try not to become a hoarder hellscape.
So you can be like, if efficiently buried in the anime trash.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. Well, I guess that's going to do it then. So we're going to move on to a little bit of feedback before we close out the show. And if you guys have any feedback for us, there are a couple of different ways that you can actually get a hold of us. You can email us at famicast@gmail.com for something more kind of like long form, like our buddy Jefferson Kuba did last time rather.
Yeah, boy.
You can hit us up on Twitter at the Famicast. Hit us up in the YouTube comments. Hit us up in the comments on the website, and we will find it. We might not be able to read out everything on the show, but we can read out a lot of different things. Today, I'm going to tackle some of the YouTube comments, and James is going to tackle some of the stuff on Twitter.
Yeah, boy.
I just wanted to at least start out by reading Chariot Goblins from the last episode. He just recently kind of finished things off, and he said, "Hey guys, great episode. The Family Curse strikes again. I thought the direct was pretty meh. Kirby was the only good announcement. Pacing of announcement was weird. And I see Ty is getting a lot of Miku's UFO catcher, more like UFO catcher. Ah!
Damn, that was awful.
Got him.
Yeah. James, what else we got on Twitter?
All right then. Yeah. That's Danny's OLED pre-order guide. Oh yeah, this is a bit of news I guess we missed. It was DK coming to Super Nintendo World in Japan. So yeah, they're gonna have a new section dedicated to DK. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong Country, the real. Yeah. We do have a reply here. Let's see who this is from. That's just me saying expand dong. I can't believe you missed that one, Danny.
Yeah.
Nicholas Bray liked it. He says, hey, 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 hey. He's got the hey, hey, hey gif going on. Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it. And next we have, what's this? Hades Physical Edition. Cool.
Oh, I have my okay, I'll show it in just a minute, but go ahead.
Yes. So yeah, friend of the show, our Fami idol, Ayano, she mentioned us in one of her recent tweets because TGS started, if you can call it TGS,
right?
And she was talking about how before she when she became a professional model at TGS and then she became a certified Japanese teacher, she was scared to try to audition because it's super competitive, and she thought that she was too short to pass. I didn't know there was a height restriction on the TGS models, but there you go. But anyway, she learned that nothing will ever happen unless you try. So yeah, and she mentioned us because we met her at that TGS. That was, I guess, her first TGS. So yeah, thanks for mentioning us, Ayano. And yeah, shame we can't all be at the physical TGS this year.
Right.
I guess a lot of people kind of don't get work. I guess like people like Ayano, that she can't do those kind of jobs at the moment, right?
Right.
Because of what's happening in the world.
Yeah.
But yeah, one day we'll be back, and yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what else do we? Oh, that got major retweets and stuff from people thirsting after Ayano. So that's nothing to do with us. That's to do with her. We just kind of got caught in the crossfire.
Exactly.
So Dragon Quest 10, we already talked about that. I think there was something else. Oh yeah, another thing we forgot to mention, Danny. Yeah. Surprised you forgot this one.
I know, me too.
New Tetris 99 Cup. This time collaborating with Monster Hunter Rise.
Yep.
So that's going to happen on the 8th. So yeah, when most people are playing Metroid, Nintendo are asking you to please play Tetris 99.
And I will,
Danny,
until I get the theme, and then I'll probably stop playing and probably play something that isn't Metroid.
But yeah, James Allen's hype. He says going to add it to his virtual shelf, even if it will never be used after the event.
Yeah.
That's the spirit,
Yep.
Danny says. Lord of the shelves.
Right.
Oh yeah, we've got to just laugh at this little poll that I did on Twitter.
Right.
I did 3 polls, like one on like kind of Japanese characters, Monster Hunter, Resident Evil, Judd, which did come true, and Wart. I think that was your suggestion, wasn't it, Danny? And then the Western characters, Lara Croft, GTA guy, Master Chief, Doom guy. Oh, we did get Doom guy in a way. And then at the last second, I was like, oh shit, there's a few more people that we should mention. So I just made a quick, never going to happen. Goku, Mortal Kombat, Sora, and Mickey Mouse. Sora got 0%.
Oh, nice.
Well, I think you worded it. What would you like to see? So.
Oh yeah, I guess no one wants Sora. Fair enough. Just seeing if we got any other comments here. No. Well, that's it. All right then, Danny, over to you.
Just a couple of other comments, like on the Castlevania Advance Collection direct feed footage. We did get a comment from our buddy from Raccoon City Cinema. He said, definitely going to pick up this one and then definitely one day finally play it. It's like, hey, I know how that goes. I think I talked about this. I talked about this before. RCC, Raccoon City Cinema. He does a lot of like really good Resident Evil stuff. If you guys are into that type of stuff, like he'll take a look into like game guides, like Japanese only game guides, and talk about like probably kind of known secrets, but like not like widely known. And he'll kind of talk about that. He's cool. A lot of great stuff. Sometimes some stuff, like I was talking to him about a video that he's making. Well, and just check out his channel. It's cool. Raccoon City Cinema.
Has he played Resident Evil 1.5?
He's actually never played a Resident Evil game in his life. He only reads the guides. No. And also, I wanted to give a shout out to Surreal or Anna Clay. Back in August. Yeah, friend of the show. Back in August or so, like I was still on summer break and I saw that she was like streaming Skyward Sword. So I like hopped on the chat. And yeah, she's giving us some love, you know, on like her. So hey, check out the Famicast. I just kind of wanted to return the favor. Make sure you check her out on Twitch. It was pretty cool just getting to watch her play that game because there's a lot of stuff about Skyward Sword that I didn't really realize, and she was kind of like, you know, learning me a thing or two. So that was pretty cool.
I remember she wore the Famicast T-shirt. She got one of the pink ones that we made for Iono, but then she bought one as well. That was pretty cool. So there's at least 2 pink Famicast T-shirts out in the wild.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So check those people out. Yes. And Chris Blackstone in the chat. Going back to the Smash reveal, did anybody for a moment think that it was Dark Souls related? I was nearly convinced when Mario was reaching for the flame. The whole trailer was a misdirection. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be Sora. I mean, that's just I think going on in my head, I was thinking like, oh my god, they're going to do Master Chief. They're really going to do it. I don't know how I feel about that.
But it turns out it was just a Mii costume.
Yeah,
Master Chief is a Mii costume.
Yes.
Right, Ty?
Yes.
Yes.
Doom guy.
Yeah,
the star of Halo.
Same thing. Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to do it for the feedback. And actually, that's going to do it for the show. So if you guys want to follow us on Twitter, that's definitely something that you guys can do. You can follow me at DannyBiv, DANNYBIV. James?
Yes, at FamiComplicated. Thank you for watching and subscribing. Smash that like button.
Yeah. Hey, seriously, hit that like button, please.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about like my tweets, nothing to do with the show.
There it is. Okay, yeah, who cares? Ty.
Super Cat Drugs. Find us Twitter on Twitter.
Yes.
Oh, Russ Greener just retweeted the show. Thanks, Russ.
Old. Too late, Russ.
We finished the episode, but thanks for tweeting out the live link. Yeah. People will watch it later.
Yeah. No, that's cool. All right. Well, yeah, that will do it for the show. I'm going to throw up our little ending splash screen and we'll skedaddle out of here in a little bit. Again, next episode coming in 2 weeks from today. Look at your calendars and do the math. You can figure it out. Yeah.
Tell us your most spookiest game moments.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that.
You don't have to. But if you want to, you can. But all right, that'll do it for us. We will catch you guys later. Peace.
Toodles.
Boys. Maybe we should eat like candy during the next show.
Then I have to go buy candy. Oh, I like candy.
I have so much candy.